At some point in our lives, we're going to look back, not just forward, and we're going to say, what did we and what didn't we do? What did we and what didn't we achieve? What did we and what didn't we enjoy? So maybe we'll have regrets. We'll say, I wish I'd traveled more. I wish I'd spent more time with this person or that person. But I think one of the things that we as a generation or generations living in this particular time might end up regretting is the fact that we weren't attentive to so much of our lives, probably because of things like this. We had these distractive devices, these little fixes that we got that stopped our boredom, that stopped our gaze, that stopped us from seeing and fully hearing each other. I was at a bar mitzvah recently. This wonderful boy did so beautifully. Afterwards, I was walking around and I saw a group of lovely girls sitting at a table. There wasn't a single one of them that wasn't on their phone. That means they weren't talking to each other, and they certainly weren't honoring this boy on this important day in his life. Can't we give each other that kind of love, that kind of attentiveness? And I think it is love. It's love of life, and it's love of each other, and it's love, I'll say, of God as well, to be attentive. That's that gift of saying, I will look, and I will see, and I will be present. There's a beautiful line that's kind of enigmatic, but probably you'll get the sense of it immediately in the Torah when God is going to go up the mountain. God says, come up the mountain, ve'ehyeh sham, and be there. And you go, well, if he climbs up the mountain, then he is there. And the Kotzker Rebbe, one of the great teachers of the more modern period, says it's not that it's about where he's standing. He's not saying, and find yourself there. It's, and be there. Be present for the majesty, the holiness of that experience that's unique to you. And maybe my ask, my request, and my hope for you and for me is that we can do the same, that we can climb up the mountains of our day and our days of our lives, and we can stop and breathe and see ourselves there and look around and find each other. And instead of watching a third, fourth, or fifth episode of a particular show, instead to look at the person next to us or to call somebody and to be attentive to them. Because the television will be forgiving. It doesn't rely on us for a relationship, but the people around us do. So do we rely on ourselves to relate, to find ourselves, to think, to hear our thoughts, to be attentive to all that's happening in our lives.